Hi, this is Nicholas Bell with IONCINEMA, here to review Zola, the sophomore film directed by Janicza, which A24 is releasing June 30th, 2021, theatrically. It premiered at Sundance Film Festival. Notably, this is a film that is based on a series of viral tweets from 2015 by a woman named Asia Zola Wells King, who, through a series of tweets, told a very strange story about a hellacious sounding road trip where kidnapping, murder, prostitution, and violence all were wrapped up in it. There was a resulting interest online from the likes of Missy Elliott and Ava DuVernay and Solange, and it also resulted in a Rolling Stone article by David Kushner, whose article Silk Road also was the basis for that film, who highlighted that there were some discrepancies, and it turns out that Asia Wells may have embellished a little bit. Long story short, we get an introduction to the meeting of these two women. Taylour Paige plays Zola, and Riley Keough plays Stephanie in her iteration in this scenario. They bond kind of quickly in a way that's almost flirtatious, very intriguing. Zola follows Stephanie to like a stripping shift, and then she's invited to go on a road trip to Florida from Detroit, along with Derek, played by Nicholas Braun, who is Stephanie's boyfriend, and a man who we're not introduced to via name, played by Colman Domingo. He's referred to in the tweets as Z, in the film as X, who is introduced as Stephanie's roommate, which of course is one of many jarring elements that doesn't make sense, that Zola's not putting together fast enough, that things aren't really what they seem. Anyway, she gets bamboozled into going to Florida, where she thinks that, per Stephanie, they're going to go to all these glorious stripping joints and make tons of money. They do go to a stripping joint after dropping Derek off at a seedy motel, which is important because there he bonds with a man named Dion, played by Jason Mitchell, which will come back to haunt them. And it's immediately clear that Stephanie has, along with Colman Domingo, created a back page ad so that after this stripping, where they make, nominal money for what they thought they were coming down there to make, sets them up in this hotel room where men will come up and have sex with them. Zola refuses, and that's where we first see Colman Domingo's violent thug alter ego, which is this man, this ridiculous but oddly very workable Nigerian accent that kind of gives this film like a Blue Velvet vibe almost, like he's kind of like a Lynch pimp, David Lynch, and then it slowly turns into something else where Zola is very upset with Riley Keough once she realizes what's happening, but then also kind of takes on a pimp role herself in relation to this woman. There's a showdown with Jason Mitchell, and then they have to flee, and that is kind of basically it. It's a very bizarre road trip film that isn't unlike something like Harmony Korine's Spring Breakers, if you like that energy. Scripted by Jeremy O. Harris. If you saw Janicza Bravo's Lemon, it's very much in line with that universe, a vibe all of its own. Or even Janicza, she stars in the film Greener Grass. Like that film also kind of has this offbeat, surrealist vibe about it. But really, this is a star-making performance, I think, for Taylour Paige. Riley Keough is doing that very uncomfortable black girl appropriation, which clearly they're throwing this woman under the bus. But it works so well, and it feels like it shouldn't. T.S. Madison shows up at one scene. It was shot by Ari Wegner, who lensed In Fabric, a great Peter Strickland film, and Lady Macbeth, William Oldroyd's beautiful debut. Micah Levi, who did the score for Under the Skin and Jackie. Everything about it just has its own delectable vibe, and it's a lot of fun. Overall, I would give Zola 4 out of 5 stars. Thank you.
Hey, this is Eric from IONCINEMA.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.